joining our conversation, criminal defense attorney and former prosecutor Brian Silber in Fort Lauderdale, who also represents police officers. Brian, good Friday morning to you. Welcome. Good to have you along. Let's talk about the defense as we look forward to Monday. What are you expecting in terms of what type of witnesses will the defense bring up, and experts we're talking, and the defendant? Is he going to take the stand? Does he have to take the stand?
All right, so 2 points. Number one, I fully expect the defense to put on what we call a use of force expert. This is a person who's typically a police officer with many years, maybe decades of experience, probably has a very extensive history in training police officers in the use of force, not only in how to operate a firearm and to actually fight, but when it's appropriate, when it's not appropriate, and, you know, the tactical part and how to deal with different situations they might encounter on the street. I'm sure this person has reviewed the facts of this case and will break it down step by step by step for this jury. And I can tell you from experience, once a jury hears that testimony, it's like a whole world opening up, because they really get to understand from the police perspective what is going on and why force was used. Secondly, I also expect the defendant to take the stand and tell this jury exactly what he saw from his perspective, what caused him to say, put up your hands, and then actually shoot his gun at 2:30 in the morning in a dark back of a house when he was ordered to go and serve a call to open doors in a neighborhood. You know, all those circumstances are very important. And I certainly expect him to tell his side. At least that's what I think will happen.
Brian, Corey makes a good point in that time, and the jury's seen the video, the body camera video. There is no time to do anything if you're a Tatiana Jefferson.
So I respectfully disagree on a couple points. Number one, yes, the call started as a welfare check, no question. But when he got there, and as our detective knows, you know, the tactical circumstances are one that the, officer has to interpret. He needs to make a call: as I approach the rear of this house with open doors at 2:30 in the morning and it's pitch black out there, should I have my gun out for my own self-defense to defend my partner? Maybe there's a victim inside who's being victimized as I approach. Look, if I would walk up on a house like that as a police officer, I absolutely would have my firearm out. He doesn't have to use it, but certainly in a split-second decision, it could mean the difference between his life or somebody else's, Secondly, I don't think that the facts are so clear here, because remember, the child witness who testified in this case first said on the night of this incident, when his memory was fresh and nobody got to him and told him how to testify and what needed to be said, he said he saw the victim, or decedent, point the firearm. She had her gun out and pointed. His testimony changed. In trial, he later said that the gun was down. Now, of course, between the moment he first told the story and the moment he testified, there has been a lot of uproar about the case. The chief of police has commented on it. There was a lot of protesting. This case followed the sentencing of the other officer who got 10 years, for what happened in that other case. So respectfully, I disagree. Yes, Amber, that's correct. I forgot her name for a moment. But I respectfully disagree. I think these circumstances warranted having a firearm out. And we have to ask ourselves, why on video is he saying, put your hands down, or show me your hands, rather? Why did he do that? Something triggered him. His brain saw something. And to me, that is very telling evidence. By comparison, for instance, let's think of a traffic stop where officers being overly aggressive, maybe arguing and escalating when it's inappropriate. We don't see any of that. So respectfully, I disagree.